What's good? XR Pikachu here, Elite 4 member with Zerpmon, and in today's episode, we are going to discuss the latest batch that was released, that sold out. Well, there's 4 left that haven't been sold as recording of this video within 10 minutes. We broke 200k in volume, and in this video, I'm just going to give you guys my top picks of this batch. Okay, so before we jump in, I'm going to give you guys my top 5 picks, and it's just top 5 picks, just my opinion. Things that would help my team and things I had fun actually creating the attacks for this batch. But before that, we'll have a couple runner-ups. These are the 4 that have not been bought yet. I'll give you my opinion on which one I think is the best of the 4 that haven't been purchased yet. We have Lyrics, the Ice Rock. 2 ice attacks, 2 rock attacks. Immediately when I think of ice, I think of Tundra Ice. This thing is going to help increase the opposing opponent's miss, but how big is my miss? Miss is only 11%, so at level 10, at level 30, you will only have like a 1% miss. And he's got 2 gold or 2 purple attacks, that are pretty high, 3-star, and what is that, a 5-star? That also increases your miss. So this is I probably think the best out of the batch that has not been purchased. If I had to, I'd probably pick up a Lyrics. Next is Furphy, normal, also a base. 4 normal attacks. One of them is the Death Hug at 125, but it's only 5% chance of hitting it. Cuteness Overload makes enemy 0 damage the next 2 rounds, which is good, and decreasing opposing Zerpmon's highest percentage attack by 28%. This thing is actually not that bad as his base, and especially level 30. What is that, 8% miss? If you run crits on this thing actually might be interesting. I mean, the only downfall is like a mid-range gold attacker basically takes this thing out. But crits? It could be interesting. This thing, it could actually be interesting with crits. I actually might like this better than this. I don't know. These 2 are kind of up in the air. Next one is Dravile. 3 poison attacks, and immediately I think of, okay, the poison equipment, the Toxic Vial decreases the opposing opponent's attacks by 35%, and 1, bug attack. And the highlight also, aside from being the typing, is also the pressure point, knockout opposing Zerpmon, 21% at 3 or 5 stars, and increase own next attack by 100%, rapid evolution. This thing's also not bad at level 30, 8% miss. And the poison, the vial, again, mid-range gold attacker destroys this, but it could be pretty good. And then last one is the Gore Store Ground Steel. Increase own highest percentage attack by 40%, which is this, so it increases Steel Swipe. 4% miss. The only thing that can help this thing, we can give crits on it, or we can do stars, so this becomes 6 stars. This becomes also 6 stars. It just increases the miss on the opponent, and it increases my highest percentage attack, which is the Steel attack. Could be decent. I don't know. All right, now let's get into the top 5 of this batch. But before, we're going to do one honorable mention, which I did have fun making, and it is the Flow Wither. And it is this thing, the Water and Fairy Zerp. 23% miss, pretty big, but right off the bat, to combat that, we did give it the Dragonic Dive. That way we can have the Dragon Amulet and make this miss -2, because in the patch notes, he did say they were updating that. So, like, if I have a miss of 10 and I bring in the Dragon Amulet, which is a negative or 25% miss, gives you 25% on your miss, my miss should now say -15%. So we'll see what happens when people use this. 2 decent fairy attacks, 1 water attack, because fairy water, this thing is, why did I give it a water attack? I forgot why I gave it a water attack. Oh, I think I gave it a water attack for the stars. So the counter attack, knockout opposing white against white attacks, and knockout against gold attacks. This could become 6 stars. This could become 5 stars. And oh no, this isn't the one I'm talking about, because it's a water typing. Duh. But anyway, the Dragon Amulet is what's going to be good for this to give this thing a negative 2% miss. So I'm curious to see who has this, how they'll use it. All right, coming in at number 5 is the Flutter Fear. Dark Fairy typing. I do have a Dark Fairy typing in Shidoni. Oh yeah, we also made this 30% or 34% gold, so it has a high gold chance. All right, Flutter Fear. It is a Dark Fairy, but if you look at it, it's got wings, so we did give it some flying attacks. And the reason why that is good is because of the Rainbow Wing or Rainbow Feather. I think it's Rainbow Feather. Also, it's the same as Dragon Amulet, so this miss will only be at 2%. High level fairy attack at 17%. The Shadow Assault, Dark Attack, 80%. Decent just for its typing. But the real bread and butter is from the Whirlwind Whack to add the Rainbow Feather onto it. A mid-range fairy attack. 20% gold. And then also strong winds. So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see who has this. Use this. Hopefully they have the Rainbow Feather on it. And then the Dreamy Haste just to kind of combat how much power it has. So it's only a 1-star, but it decreases opposing Zerpmon's highest percentage attack by 7%. Okay, coming at number 4. Paw. I like the Zerpmon just because it's something that I need. And it was actually 3rd on my list to what to pick up. And we're going to talk about what happened with me after this. Okay. All good mid-range attacks. High gold, what is that, 35% chance. 2 electric attacks. This is electric psychic. We gave it 1 dark attack just to combat, I think, Ghost, because Ghost would be super effective against it. Just to combat some Ghost, we gave it a dark attack. It's got Sucker Punch, a special talent, knockout against gold, knockout against whites. So if I had this thing, I would probably just use the Lightning Ring or the Crystal Ball. 35% chance the opposing opponent's gold doesn't do anything. I think the thing overall is pretty solid, and it has a 16, or at level 30, only has 6% miss. So I really do like this one. Unfortunate I didn't get it. I actually could have bought this first, but I didn't because I was waiting on something else. I should have just pulled the trigger and bought this. All right, coming in at number 5, 4. This is 3. Coming at number 3 is the Phasma Fire Ghost. I do like the typing. It also has a huge miss, 24%, but we did give it Blaze Rush. And the reason why we gave Blaze Rush, you already know, the Dragon Amulet, so then it'll only have a negative 1% miss. Also has Dark Cloud, makes enemies 0 damage for the next 2 rounds, only at 7%. And Hellfire, strong move, knocks out opposing Zerpmon with 5 stars, only at 10% though. 2 high attacks, Dark Energy Blast. The reason why we gave it a Dark Energy Blast is the same... Wait, Ghost? Psychic, because Psychic... Or no. We gave it a Dark Attack to combat Ghost. Yeah, to be super effective against Ghost, because Ghost is super effective against Ghost. And a high fire attack, 20%, 30 or 29% to hit gold, 30% to hit white. But these ones are pretty weak, but these are strong, and these are strong. So this one is going to be very interesting as well. Coming at number 2, Dingolf. Psychic Fire. I do have a Psychic Trainer. That's also why I wanted the Paw, because it's a Psychic typing, and I do have a Psychic Trainer. Wanted to build on my Psychic team. So Fire Psychic also has a Dark Attack to combat against Ghost. We gave it World Ending Fire just for, you know what, the Dragon Amulet, because look at the miss. It's at 26%, so it'd only be 1%. Also Paranoia, 0... or makes the enemy 0 damage for the next 2 rounds. Thought Scramble is always good too. Increases their miss by 28%. And the other attacks, the golds are mid-range attacks. This is a mid-range attack, so fairly decent. And then number 1 on my list, I think everyone else also had a number 1 on their list, and I had fun making this. Flying Ground. Now the Flying Ground has such a good typing. I think there's only like 3 weaknesses potentially, and 2 that can't hit it. Flying can't hit it, and Electric can't hit it. Mid-range attacks between the Talon, Tornado, Storm, Fury. Earthquake is a good attack. I wanted to make this like a heavy ground user, so this is what, 36%, 34% chance. The gold is relatively low, especially this right here, Steel Swipe. It's only 55 damage, and it is Steel type. It's Steel typing just to combat the Ice typing, because Ice typing is 4x against this. So if it does go up against Ice, it does have at least 1 out. But it also has more outs because it has 2 purple attacks, both 5 stars, both knocking out the opponent. And again, 29% miss, but we do have a flying attack to decrease that miss to 4%. Level 30, it's going to be, what is that? Negative 6% chance. So Rep Terra. Now here's what happened. Rep Terra happened. I went to purchase it. It said that it went through. So I was like, cool, I got it. And this was after I failed. It's after I failed Dingolf, and after I failed Pa Pa Pa. So I got them, and then I'm like chilling. I'm looking. I'm like, okay, cool. This came up. I tried to get this. Wasn't in time. And I think there was something else that's just sitting around, and I'm over here in the chat talking, you know. And then I'm like, well, at least I got the one that I wanted. Talking, I got Terra. And then Olita's like, nah, bro, that was me. I got Terra. And I was like, what? So I go and look at the transactions, and it shows I didn't get it, bro. I was so upset. So I didn't get any. I got 0 this patch. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I had fun making all these Zerps. Right now, the mission rewards is 0.16 per win. So please go have some fun in missions. I'm going to have some fun missions. I'm going to try to catch a Zerpmon. And, yeah, we'll cut the video there. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.